let's go to Michael in Los Angeles, California. Michael, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Michael. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm Ken. I think you're Michael.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I am Michael. Yeah. I'm just having a question. If I am being, well, for lack of better words, too whiny about quitting my job. What happened was I got pulled from one construction company to this new company with the same CEO, and he told me I'd be getting a part ownership of the company. And after 2 years of working for that company, I come to find out that I'm not getting part of it. I'm doing what I love. It's a lot of video editing, a lot of marketing, but it's now going to work kind of feels like a drain. So
it feels like a drain, not because of the work, but because of the broken promise.
Correct.
Yeah. Have you talked with them about the broken promise? Seems like you have. I'm curious to know what that conversation was like.
Yeah, and he tried to frame it as like it's in order to protect me from liability because I'm significantly younger than him. So I think he's not able to kind of like think that he could manipulate me in some way or something. But yeah. And then I should also mention that it was with my two brothers and myself that he did all this. And then he completely cut out one brother, even though he was the one that started the whole thing, completely cut him out and then brought us, like the other two, over. And now he's trying to cut us out too.
Yeah. How do you feel about this guy? How do you feel about him?
Mixed, because he was like a complete mentor to us. He brought us right out of high school, taught us a lot of business stuff. And then it's kind of funny. He's using some of the same like business manipulation tactics that he said for us to watch out on and use them against us. So
how do you feel about him? You're not telling me your emotions. I want to know your emotions.
Very hurt, to be completely honest.
No, that's what I want. I want you to be honest.
Yeah.
What else? What other emotion? Besides pain, there's pain there. What else?
Worried because like as far as consistent backup plans, I don't know, like, because I have a side gig going on and it's actually making 5 times more than my day job, but it's still just more inconsistent.
Yeah, so but like are you a young man? Sound like a young
yes, sir.
man. Are you married?
No, sir.
So it's just you.
Yeah.
Okay. So my point is I have higher tolerance of risk when I'm a young man who's just taking care of me. So you don't have a wife and kids. Do you trust this man still?
At this point, no. Okay. No, not at all.
So, and you've had the conversation and he kind of just explained it away. Did you express to him your feelings?
Yes, and of course I accidentally was ridiculous and teared up and everything. But yeah, I expressed it to him. He was apologetic, but
he was apologetic.
Yeah, he was apologetic, but it's still now it's to the point where it's like I don't know if he's going to try it again.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's time to leave, don't you?
Yeah. not putting it all out there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you called me. You were leaning one way or the other. I think it's time to leave. Is that what you were feeling?
Yeah, that is what I was feeling.
So you called to say, hey, Ken, I need to know if you said whiny. I don't think you're being whiny. I think you're hurt. I think you've been betrayed. And I think you see a more beneficial future without this guy. You got a killer side business where you're making 5 times the amount that you're making now. Now, I understand that it's not as steady, but what if you left and you went all in on that? Financially, can you go and can you survive even if you got to get another side gig until the side gig that you're doing really takes off? I mean, what can you do to keep going? Is it going to throw you behind financially?
No, it really isn't.
Well, then we're done. We're done. We're out of here. No, I'm serious.
Preface this. Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Here's what. Now let me tell you what. Now let me tell you what emotions you're feeling. Now, by the way, Michael, you either called me for my opinion because you want me to coach you up or you don't. Do you want me to coach you or do you not?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, please.
So it's time to leave. Now, here are the emotions you're feeling. This guy's been a mentor. He's given you and your brothers a great chance. And even though he's also cut one of your brothers out, and I don't know if it was unethical or not, it doesn't even really matter. He's broken trust with you and your brothers. True or false?
Mm-hmm. Definitely true.
Okay. So, but still, you feel like maybe you're a jerk if you leave this guy because he's done so much for you. Even though he's broken your trust and he didn't deliver on what he said, that's what you're worried about. Here's the point. Are you right in leaving, yes or no?
Yeah.
Are you a jerk because you're going to choose to chase your own dream because he broke trust with you? Are you a jerk?
No.
Are you going to be a punk in how you separate from him? You going to act like a punk?
No, not at all.
All right, then. So what are we worried about? If he gets upset at you, that's his problem, not your problem. Are we clear?
Okay. Perfectly clear.
Because, Michael, here's the deal. If you somehow hang on too long with this dude because you don't want to ruffle feathers or you don't want him to think poorly of you, you already are hurt by him. And if you hang on in hurt, that hurt is going to spoil. It's going to be a wound that never gets addressed. And what happens when we have an open wound that doesn't get addressed? Tell me, Michael, what happens to that wound?
Gets infected.
Gets infected. It stinks. It smells. It stings. It hurts. It's a constant reminder. It pusses over. It's disgusting. Is that what you want in your life?
No, not at all.
All right, Michael, this conversation is over, my friend. I want you to leave soon, and I want you to leave well. Leave with class. Leave with love. You don't need to settle the score with this guy, but you do need to move on. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, appreciate you, Michael. You got this.